In order to make yourself powerful communicator as well as cracking down any sort of competitive exams, vocabularies are playing very important and indispensable role. Unless and until you have sufficient amount of vocabulary, you cannot crack the exams, you can't speak English fluently, as well as you could not understand what is written in the passage or comprehension. And because you need to understand all the aspects, so we need to learn vocabs. You know that in English language, most of the time we involve ourselves learning grammar, that is good, as well as we need to improve ourselves or accelerate up in the field of vocabulary, because whenever you read something in the examination hall, you can find it out. Right now, let's say you have been preparing for banking exams, state bank exam, or any sort of examination. You can see that a lot of questions comes in the exams related to vocab. So vocab is very important part. Now it became already. So we need to understand the vocab as well as the collocation. What does collocation mean to us? Collocation means a group of words which usually used together. It means there should be some group of words. Let's make you understand. Let's start. Write down a word, advocacy for. Advocacy for. Have you written advocacy for? What does it mean? It means that public support. Public support for a particular cause or policy or an idea. Okay, advocacy for. So that is very important. What you know that most of the time whenever I go through the newspaper, I got this word maximum number of time. So I thought that today I should pick up this word for all of you and make you understand what would be the meaning as well as the collocation of this word, which I got for a long period of time. Okay, and I have assembled all these collocation which I have got because I have been reading newspaper for a long period of time, and I got all these words. Okay, write down advocacy for. Advocacy for means public support for a particular cause or a policy. First of all, write it down, the collocations. Collocations. Already I made you understand about what is collocation. Collocations means a group of words which usually used together, like advocacy effort. Write down advocacy effort. Okay, number two, advocacy group. Number three, write down advocacy group. Number three, advocacy skills. Number four, citizen advocacy. Number five, tireless advocacy. Okay. Number six, consumer advocacy. Actually, whenever you go through the newspaper, you will have a lot of vocab. Okay, you can understand a lot of vocab, and I know that whenever you go through the newspaper, you will have all these words, but it will take time. And already I have assembled a lot of words for all of you. Whenever you go through my channel, you will today just some of the words will be discussed, but when you just follow my channel, automatically you see that a lot of vocabulary you learn every day, and these vocabularies are very important for those who have been preparing for the competitive exams. Okay, so let's see. Advocacy for means what? Public support for a particular cause or a policy. Now let me make some examples over here. Let's say I strongly advocate for girls education, and those who are the girls and living in the far-flung section of our society, and they could not have any they could not access to basic education, and because they are lacking basic education, I always advocate for the girls education. I strongly advocate for the girls education. So advocates means public support for particular cause. Particular cause is here what? Because the people who live in the remote areas, they could not get sufficient study materials, they could not access education, especially those who are the girls. Their parents forced them to get married with someone else, yes or no? So in that case, I strongly believe that if girls are educated, all the people of that family will be educated. So girls education playing very significant role. So because of this reason, so it's a public support for particular cause. The cause is that the girls are not having a good education, so people or the public support it. So I strongly advocate for girls education. So next, some collocations are written. Collocations means a group of words which usually used together. Now how many there are so many collocations. I have written 6 collocations, and all those collocations are very important. You will have in the different examinations. Advocacy effort. Advocacy effort means, let's say you want to change a law, okay, and nowadays this law has been enacted in the Indian Constitution. Now the question is that in order to change this law, because this law is hampering the girls' education, so how can you do it? So advocacy effort should be there, because we need to have a advocacy group. Advocacy group means there should be some people, okay, and all the people they support for girls education. And let's say in our Indian Constitution a law has been enacted or a law has been enforced, but whenever you want to change, because we are the common people, we can change anything else, yes or no? So now we need a advocacy group. Advocacy group, it is a group where a lot of people assemble together, okay, a lot of people are there. They should support this, they should go against this policy which has been enacted in Indian Constitution. So we need a advocacy group to change the policy. And advocacy effort also important. Unless and until we have the advocacy effort means the public support for this particular cause to change this law. So we need an advocacy effort, advocacy group, advocacy skills. Right now I am speaking over here, it means that, or you can see a lot of people are standing on the stage and they're speaking from the stage. It means that public speaking skills, public speakings makes a advocacy skill. Okay, those are the public speaker, their advocacy skills are completely different. They speak very assertively, yes or no, very powerfully, intentionally. They are delivering a very outstanding and very magnificent speech. Citizen advocacy is required. Let's say we want to transform or change something else, anything, and we need to have the citizen. We need to discuss with the citizen of our society, and we need to take some initiative, and unless we take this initiative, nothing is going to be changed. So citizen advocacy is important. And tireless advocacy, it means that previously I have given a sentence. Let's say a law has been passed out from the parliament, and when the law has been passed out from the parliament, this law is not for the common people or the ordinary people. Now we need to change this law. So how can we change this law? We need to push, we need to be tireless advocacy is required, yes or no? Tireless advocacy means we need to go through this law. It means that we need to change the law. We need to always speak against this law. We should not abide by these rules. We should speak against this law, and we should do it tirelessly. So tireless advocacy is required to change this policy. And consumer advocacy, you know that there are three terms. One is consumer, another one is client, and third one is customer. So consumer advocacy, because it's a vocabulary class, otherwise I can make you understand about the difference between the client, customer and the consumer. So consumer advocacy is important. Whenever we get any sort of problem, we need to go through the consumer office, and when you go to the consumer office, then there might be something wrong, okay, and we can complain. And when you complain, it means that consumer advocacy is important. Let's say a businessman is defaming someone else, and we need to have the consumer advocacy to fight against this businessman. So we have a lot of vocabulary we can learn in order to make you powerful, in order to make yourself powerful, and also cracking any sort of exam. We need to understand all the vocabulary. Okay, that's very, very important for all of us. Okay, that should be then you can become very outspoken, very charismatic personality will be formed. Did you understand the meaning of all the words? Very good. Next one, let's go to the next one, number 2. Number 2 is grassroots. Write down grassroots. What does grassroots mean to us? Write down often involving, or you can often involving ordinary people, or you can write that the most basic level, or you can write the most basic level of organization. Okay, that's grassroots, often involving ordinary people. And there are so many collocations we can write. Collocations we can write down grassroots movement. Write down grassroots movement, grassroots support, grassroots support, grassroots support, grassroots initiative, grassroots initiative. Okay, grassroots initiative, grassroots campaign, grassroots organization, grassroots organization. So now what does grassroots mean to us? Grassroots means often involving ordinary people. Okay, we have seen that there are so many organizations. There are many organizations in India, and you can see all that organizations are run by the ordinary people, the grassroots people. Okay, you can say that grassroots people, the ordinary people, the people who have the little knowledgeable, they don't have the complete knowledge regarding this organization, these big companies. Here they are learning something. So we can call them the grassroots people, grassroots organization, grassroots. Let's say I have written collocation over here, collocation, grassroots movement. You know that in order to change a society, okay, in order to change the society, we need to have the grassroots movement. It means there need to involve the ordinary people, the common people. And unless there are common people, we cannot change anything. And grassroots people or the grassroots movement is required to change the society. And unless and until the ordinary people involved in any sort of activity, if they don't involve themselves, so we cannot change the society. So grassroots movement is important. So grassroots movement is important to change the system of this administration. That's very important. Grassroots supports. So let's see, grassroots supports means, let's see, there is a political party, and there are many ordinary people and the common people involved, and winning in this election, what is important? Grassroots support is important. Unless there is any grassroots support, so this party, any party cannot be owned. So it means that grassroots support. Grassroots means the people, ordinary people, common people. Grassroots initiative. Let's say in our area, in our locality, we need to change the road for safety. We need to change or the better. We need to do something better for the road, because the road which is right now in our locality, it is not in good condition. It is completely there are so many loopholes in the road, or many problems in the road, okay, and the roads are broken completely. Now what happened? Now the people, ordinary people, they need to work, they need to do something else. So what kind of initiative they have taken? They go to the either they go to the parliament, or they submit their petition to the government of Tripura that we need to take some initiative for the betterment of our society. And how can we do that? In order to do something in road connectivity. If road connectivity is there, so we can easily do the businesses, we can do something extraordinary things also, because the road condition is very bad. So the transportation condition is also bad. So the road connectivity is important, yes or no? Because unless there is a good road connectivity, so we cannot do any sort of business, as well as doing something, nothing. We can't do anything good. So what happened? So grassroots means the common people, the ordinary people who is involved there, they have taken the initiative to change the road connectivity. Next, grassroots campaign. Now the people are campaigning. It means who are campaigning? The people who are ordinary, common. It means grassroots campaigning is going on. Grassroots organization, where the ordinary people or the common people who run the organization. So if it is run by the ordinary people, we can call it the grassroots organization. This organization is run by the ordinary people. Did you understand the meaning of all those words? Very good. And why I have discussed all those collocations? Because collocations also playing important role, and whenever you go through this any passage or English newspaper, whether you are reading the Hindu or the Times of India, whatever the newspaper you are reading, you will have all those words, because all those words have been assembled, have been collected from those newspapers. The first one is written by me, Advocacy for, and along with collocations. Second one is grassroots along with collocations. Okay, so try to figure it out. How can you remember it? Watching these videos again and again. Okay, so for today that's enough, because I have a lot of words, because boycott, lobby, solidarity. So all the words will be discussed one by one. Next day I will come up with at least 10 words, and all the words will be given to all of you, because examination is just happening after few days, yes or no? So whenever you understand the meaning of all those words, and go through these videos again and again, then you can easily memorize or keep all those words in your mind. Thank you for today. Have a good day. Wish you all the best. Bye bye, tata. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.